Wanted to be in the show because I heard that James Williams was the conductor. I'm usually drawn to comedic roles because I love to make people laugh. I play the part of Angela. She's a realtor from New York. And as her character, I'm relocating my mother to Las Vegas, and she is not happy about it. Tries so hard to please her mom, and even if her mom's not too nice, she still tries. I love this show because I love the cast. It's a great cast and director, and they're so fun to work with, and I think you're gonna laugh. Last thing I do before I step out onto the stage is take a deep breath and get into character.
So I wanted to be in this show because I want to be in any show, really. Acting is fun, but largely I would think in part because I knew that James was directing it and it would be a good opportunity to work with him. So I am usually drawn to all roles that are unique and different. I play the part of Rita, and she is Fanny's daughter. I play my character because it's interesting that even since I've moved here, I've seen the very dynamics that exist between mothers and daughters. And of course, in this show, that dynamic is very complicated on both sides. I love this show because of everybody involved. It's friends, and then it's, fellow Pelicans and people that I'm getting to know even better as well. But, with James at the helm and everybody else that is involved, in all the aspects of it, it's a ball. We're having fun. So the last thing I do before I step out on stage is a cartwheel.
I wanted to be in this show because I thought that it was a great part, a funny part, and most importantly, I thought because it really stretched my acting abilities. I'm doing things that I haven't really done in my other shows, and I think that's good for me, and I'm really having a great time with it. I am usually drawn to comedic roles, and especially roles where I can have an accent, especially an Italian accent. Part of Tess LaRuffo, and the best way to describe her is she is a rough woman. But she also softens up toward the end of the play. I love my character because she is a character. She's funny, and it's a fun part to play, and that's what I like. I love this show because there's a lot of great one-liners, and it's very funny, and I think the audience is really going to enjoy seeing the change in the characters from the beginning to the end. The last thing I do before I step out on stage is I always make the sign of the cross, say a prayer, and ask for my parents to watch over me.
I wanted to be in this show because it's a different character type than any that I've ever played before, and I thought it would be fun. Also, I wanted to use my New York accent. I'm usually drawn to straight roles, not comedic, although I have done some comedy. So this was different. I play the role of Fanny Saperstein, who is kind of a lost soul, although as the play goes on, she comes into her own. I love my character because she's very sensitive underneath it all. I love this show because it's so funny. We laugh all the way through rehearsals, even line readings, laughter all around. The last thing that I do before I step on the stage is take a deep breath and go for it.
I wanted to be in this show because I thought it was a terrific script, funny, and also very moving. I am usually drawn to comedic roles because they're more challenging. You never play a comedic role to try to make people laugh. You take that character very seriously. That's what makes it fun. I play the part of the rabbi, and he is a nervous wreck. trying to make everybody happy. I love my character because he's always trying to do the right thing. He's very love this show because it's a terrific script, it's funny, it's moving, and I'm working with a great cast. And the thing I do before I walk out on stage is vomit. No, just kidding. I get into character, take a step forward, and just give it my all.
To be in this show because I wanted to get my feet wet with Pelican players, and it's been a while since I've been in the theater. I was 8th grade. Really drawn to animal or dinosaur roles. I played part of Officer Chubbs. He is the prototypical Las Vegas cop. I love my character because it's a really good chance for me to get started with Pelican players, and it introduces me to all the people that are behind the scenes here at Pelican Players. I love this show because it's a good old-fashioned comedy, and it's got some really good one-liners. You gotta listen close. The last thing I do before I step out on the stage is a big, deep, guttural burp.
To be in this show because it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of movement around on stage, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of singing, but a lot of fun. Okay, I'm usually drawn to complex roles. Roles where the character has a couple of different things going on sort of in the background. Johnny Palucci. He's kind of a carefree, easygoing gambler. I love to play this character, Johnny, because he's fun. He's just carefree, he's the easygoing guy. And he's got kind of a backstory that becomes interesting. I love this show because kind of got a little bit of an adult theme, so that's kind of fun. Some innuendo, and a lot of cute things going on. The last thing I do before I step out on stage, I look at my lines that are taped up on the flat right beside my entrance.